Welcome to another episode of Wine After Whines. This is Janay.
This is Najah.
And we want to welcome you back to another episode. This is episode number 33 of season 2. What gang sign were you just throwing up?
Get up 22. 30. 33.
That was me last week.
Yes, it was you.
Yeah. What did you do this weekend? What's the tea? What you do last week? What happened?
I don't got nothing really super duper excited. Just some family members came up on my husband's side. They came up here. We didn't do anything major, just pretty much kicked it. Took the kids.
Easter weekend.
Yeah, Easter weekend. Took the kids to the park, let them run their little hearts out and go to sleep. And then I spoke with my dad mostly about his book writing, because I just really like, if you know my dad, you know his life, he has the most interesting life. I think it'll be an amazing book. So we was trying to get his memoir together, and I'm on his ass about it. Like, Daddy, I need this money. I mean, you need this money. I'm like, you need this money. But yeah, how about yourself? What you do?
So for me this weekend, my homeowners association had like they dropped Easter eggs in our yard Friday night for Saturday for the kids. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty cool. And then they gave them like some little candy and little snack bag. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
That was sweet of them. I mean,
I pay my HOAs. So.
You ain't got no choice. You better do something.
Something.
I did do an Easter egg hunt, but of course it was nobody but myself out there. It was not an HOA. I wish.
It was just me and my kids, though. They just dropped them in our yard.
Just dropped. That was cool. We just pretty much like we did for the Halloween thing. Because if everybody know, we didn't really do Halloween this year. We just focused on we just came to my mom's backyard. She came to with her kids. And that's pretty much what I did. I just like dropped eggs all over the backyard, and it's an acre and a half. So I was all around putting them eggs out, but they got them all and they're excited. So they're just eating them.
Oh, I know what else I did this weekend. I went to a Porter Shields concert.
I know.
So for those of you who don't know, Porter Shields is an artist that is also family friend, basically family. He's like, you know how you're so close to somebody as a friend, you basically call them family. So he's Drew's brother at this point. And yeah, so me and my sister went out. That was the first time I've been out really, and it was good. We kept our masks on. We were out of the way, spaced out, and yeah, it was good.
I definitely gotta get to one of his shows, because I just first of all, he's a cool person. Like, I met him, he's super cool, super nice, and we did that photo shoot for him. Mm-hmm. But he has great music. If anybody look, I don't know how to get to his, just say his website right out, but off his IG page, I looked at
.com.
Yeah, he had an amazing show he did. You know the one I'm talking about, when I first.
Yeah.
I was like, I got to see this dude live.
And he does perform with the live band. So the place that we were at, they had a house band, but he performed with the house band, and it was just as good. So I really enjoyed it. So that was my highlight of my weekend. So thank you, Porter Shields, for inviting me, and thank you for having me. And I look forward to coming to all the other shows. Me and Najah.
I'm coming.
Because
I'm definitely coming. What else you do, girl? Did you do anything else fun?
I can't remember if I did. I can't remember.
Just the weekend. That's all.
Also, guys, for those of you who do not follow us on Instagram, we had an Instagram live. So we're going live every day this month. Time may vary, but we'll be live at some point every day this month, just to connect a little bit more with our audience, and also just to chat and chop it up. But we had a really great conversation over the weekend. Involving relationship and marriage, and a lot of people came on and just like gave their opinion, dropped their 2 cents, and we kind of had dialogue, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, make sure y'all check that out. It's saved on our page, on our IG page, so you can go in there and just rewind it back and check it out. It's pretty dope.
I think you'll like it. It was a really dope show. Like live. It should have been a show. Yeah, but yeah, check it out, especially for all your relationship tips and stuff like that. But moving right along, girl, have you heard about this Quavo and so? Okay, let me make sure I'm saying her name right. It's Saweetie, not just Sweetie, like Sweetie. It's so
Sweetie, but yeah. So,
right. So they got this. Apparently, they have this like elevator video out. Where he's like, I guess he kind of like shoved her in the elevator. I'm gonna give my 2 cents, but you go ahead and tell me what you thought about the video. Your face.
I don't think okay. A lot of people are coming to her defense and saying, abuse, 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 abuse. And then a lot of people, the other half, are coming to his defense saying it wasn't abuse. This is how relationships can be sometimes, and blah, 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 blah. And I think all of these people are toxic. I feel like why are we always so privy to these folks like life? Like some of this stuff I just feel like just don't be our business. We don't know what happened prior to them getting in this elevator. We don't know what happened prior when they left the elevator. It doesn't look like he hit her. To me, from what I saw, it doesn't look like she was abused. It doesn't look like they had a little tussle, like they were fighting over that little orange bag thing.
Whatever was in that bag.
Yeah.
They was saying, I was like, I kind of picked it apart. Like, I'm like, first of all, I didn't, like you said, I didn't see any like physical hitting or anything like that. It looked like he shoved her in the elevator trying to get her. She seemed like she might have been rowdy before, and he was trying to just get her like
and probably trying to get her in there so they wouldn't make a scene outside. But then he looked up inside the camera when he got inside and was like,
that's exactly what he did. He did respond to it, you guys. He didn't do no big response. It was just, I think it was something super quick, just pretty much stating that he haven't physically abused her at all. And I kind of believe it. I believe him. I mean, but that's just me. Don't think that I'm like, yeah, or like, oh, try not to look at abuse or anything. But no, but at the same time, if you just watching that video that we previously talked about on our show of how she was acting, I mean, like how she acted on that show and her responses to things is like she probably hard to deal with. And that's just my opinion.
That's what happens when these guys, like, I'm not saying she's that type of girl, but when guys sometimes get involved with women that they think are going to be quote unquote trophy wife or quote unquote just arm candy, then sometimes I feel like they get involved with these girls because of that, and then it flips on them, and they realize that okay, like this ain't what it was supposed to be.
So in that bag, actually, so I am at home recording, and my husband hears me recording. He said what was in that box, that orange thing, was an Xbox. So I'm really like, what?
Childish. That's really childish.
Childish. So I have no clue, guys. Regardless, it's probably was something childish. Let's just let it be, because at the end of the day, their relationship is their relationship, and we can't control it. We can't do whatever it is. But I think they're actually broken up. I thought they were, but
yeah, they broke up now, girl. It's over. It's yeah.
Yeah. She like, it's over.
Book close. That's it. Seal the deal. Moving on. So, have you seen the thing about Lil Nas X and his Satan shoes and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? What do you feel about that?
First of all, outside of just Lil Nas X, I want to know what's going on with the generation and all these satanic acts right now. Like, what is this going on? It's obviously something going on. I really don't know. And even just looking at his picture with the shoes is kind of creepy. Like, I don't know how you feel
What
about it.
their obsession is with it, but what I know that he made a comment saying, first of all, Lil Nas X is a professional troll. Like he trolls the internet. That's what okay,
Oh,
that means like he just be out here like creating stirring the pot is what
I,
he likes to do.
oh, okay, okay.
So he put up an apology video when everything went down. It said no, Lil Nas X apologizes, but if you go to the video and you click on it, he be like, "It's not really an apology," and it links you back to the video, the music video of.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because that's the kind of person he is. Like he doesn't take anything seriously. He's not very apologetic at all. He's about what he has going on. This is just what he wants to do. But I don't know what the obsession is about this satanic stuff. But a lot of them are doing it. I think Lil Uzi Vert, his name is supposed to be like Lucifer or something like that's how they were saying it to me. I don't know. Lil Uzi Vert is supposed to be like a remix of like Lucifer. That's what I heard. I don't know.
See that coming from the Diamond. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it is. And that mean like, let me just say back when we were in high school, we had like, you know, you got your jocks, you got your popular kids, your jocks, your nerds, your band geeks, and then you got your emo kids.
These kids are all emo.
You think that's what's written all over him is emo.
All of this music stuff, there are a lot of like they're so sad in their songs. Like a lot of these artists are now like just like everything's so sad and so depressing, and they talking about the pills they popping, the syrup they drinking, and the things they got. We're not saying that we weren't doing the same thing, but at least we had our beats were riding behind the music. This stuff sounds real sappy. Everything is sappy.
Sounds crazy.
But I want to make a point real quick. He did, before I forget, he did say that he didn't say Christians, but he said y'all church people always want to, I don't know if he said church people, don't quote me on what, I'm paraphrasing. At the end of the day, he said something about y'all always talking about gays going to hell. So why not this was his play on what it would be like if I just went to hell or something like that. That's what he was saying. So, but I don't understand why you lap dancing on the devil. That part, I ain't really watched the whole thing, but I did see the clip of him like giving the devil a lap dance, and I just thought that was weird.
It's very weird. Janay, I don't know what to say. It's just it really baffles me. And if you know, I'm that type of stuff is just like it's everywhere now, and is you know we got kids coming up, and y'all know how I am already when I talk about this stuff. Is like I'm scared for my kids' generation. Of course, my kids, period, but just their generation coming up is just too much. It's too much for me.
And Nike is suing him. Nike is suing the company that partnered with him over the shoes.
Over the shoes, yep.
Apparently they didn't get clearance or whatever it was, and he only selling 666 shoes. You know that, right?
Oh, I didn't know he had a set amount he was selling.
666.
Oh, boy, yeah, you had to say it for me to even catch it. Like, really?
Yeah. So it's all like tying back to it. It's just weird, but I mean, be careful about what y'all decide to be playing out here with that you don't really know about. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to, so won't be playing with stuff.
It just got me baffled, but yeah, I guess we.
So your friend, go ahead and move on to your friend because you put this in here because obviously you wanted to talk about her.
You know, Janay friend. Let's correct this. This is this is how they put it. The Gorilla Glue girl. She is expecting her sixth child. With her now, I think he's fiance. He's her now fiance, and with his kids and her kids together, they have a family of 10 kids. They're gonna have 10 children, and we're gonna keep the Gorilla Glue high on the shelf away from everybody because they don't do that.
I don't have nothing to say, but congratulations to Tessa, and I hope that she has found true
Her
love.
friend. Her friend.
Picture that they posted, her hair is very laid and it looks very together, and I hope she used the proper amount of hair gel to get that swoop bang.
But you ain't gonna throw no shade. Moving right along, she threw her damn umbrella was bigger than mine. She had a damn palm tree. What the hell?
I said congratulations. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, moving right along. Oh, shade self. So, have you heard about Kevin Durant and Michael Rappaport, however Rappaport?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Everybody know he a big mouth. I mean, get over it. No, I'm just
so he's known for like putting stuff out. And he put out the messages between him and Kevin Durant. But my main thing for bringing this up is that the NBA fines Kevin Durant $50,000 over the personal messages that went back and forth with him and Michael. Now that's the kind of what I had an issue with, because I feel like that has nothing to do with the NBA. That was so outside of the court that the NBA should not have fouled him $50,000, dog. That's somebody's yearly salary to over some messages that had nothing to do with the NBA. Like I was kind of like,
I mean, my thing is, first of all, Durant. I mean, you don't ever hear about him in the news anyway. So it's like, really, NBA, like y'all came for the man. Like, I mean, whatever they had going on, I really, whatever they had going on between them is what they had going on between them. But yeah, when I saw that, I was like, how I meant to talk about this. Even before I came on here, was like, how you gonna find them $50,000? Even though that probably ain't nothing but chump change to him, but still.
like, I mean, I could see if it was like, I know they get fined a lot about things that happen off the court that are like, if they were in a domestic violence situation, or they might get benched or something, or suspended or something like that for things like that. But to me, this is a little bit different. I mean, I don't know what's in their contract. Obviously, there's something in their contract where they are able to fine him, because I guess he is a part of a brand and he makes the brand look bad. I guess that's why. But I just feel like these are personal messages between him and this other grown man. They could have stayed out of it. Mm-hmm. But because he black, I'm just playing. I don't.
I knew you was about to say something. But yeah, that one right there took me for a loop too. I'm not gonna even lie. Like, I was like, okay, I don't see what this had to do with it. But like you said, I don't know his contract, so I don't know. But I hope they squash that, and he paid a $50,000, so he won't get a ticket. I don't know. Shit, I don't know how that works. But moving along to a little bit sadder news. DMX, he is still in the hospital of an apparent drug overdose. He's in critical condition. From what I'm hearing, he's on life support. He's in vegetative state. I don't. There's a couple different things out, but yeah, either way it goes, it's a sad situation. He's a legend.
The story is still developing, so we don't really know. It happened on Friday, so we don't really know what his state is. I just feel so sad about the whole thing, because I believe he was doing so well, and then he came and did the verses, and that was so good, and it was good to see him. And I'm a fan of DMX. I just feel like he has a lot of demons that he's never been able to overcome. I watched something before that said that a person that he had looked up to that introduced him to rap in the first place laced his blunt. He never did weed or anything like that, but this person who he looked up to was like, come on, like hit the blunt or whatever. And he was 14 years old, and he laced the blunt with crack and cocaine or whatever. And that's how he got addicted to the drugs in the first place. So that, to me, that just he's had a really rough childhood. Even before that happened, he had a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. So my heart just goes out to him and his kids and his family. I hope he just pulls through and just um, find a way to fight to battle the. I mean, I know drug addiction is. We all have somebody in our family that has been addicted to drugs, and they're not themselves, and the drugs really just take over.
Yeah, it is very, yeah, like she said, we all do have somebody that we know very close to us who has been through something like that. And like you said, I mean, it just hurt my heart to even hear about it.
To me, it hurt my heart even more, like just knowing how he got on it in the first place, and it wasn't like a choice that he made to get on it, and now it's something that he still battles and has battled all of his life. It's just really upsetting. But prayers up for DMX and
Definitely,
his
definitely.
family for sure.
But yeah, so we're gonna move along to our relationship corner, which
Yeah.
is
So where did we get this from in the first place? Because it was something that you sent to me.
was which I thought it was funny when I actually heard it, guys. So is cheating respectfully okay?
Okay, so I'm gonna try to play the clip.
What
Um,
I was just about to
this
post.
is coming from the show Notorious Queens. I don't watch this show. I've never watched it. I mean, I guess you have to watch it on one of those streaming services, and I ain't got time. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna play the clip and then see, and then we're gonna discuss it. So look at the perfect man. But I'm just saying, like, he gonna have some issues. Like, everybody got issues. So are you accepting to him cheating? To be honest, I believe in cheating respectfully. I never tell my man, like, oh, you can go cheat on me. So cheating respectfully to me is cheating where I don't find out. Is having control over your other women. Is using condoms and not having babies. Like, cheat respectfully, because believe it or not, your man is cheating. But I'm not leaving my man over a one night stand with a period. I'll only leave my man for three things. You bring me home an STD, you have a baby on me, or if you're gay. Everything else is work outable for me. Okay, so that's the clip.
I'm and laughs over here while she was playing it. Just hearing it again is just funny to me.
So you've heard her definition of cheating respectfully, and apparently all of our men are out here cheating. Um,
According to her.
According to her, all of our men. If you're in a relationship, your man is cheating.
Respectfully,
it's okay to cheat respectfully as long as he don't find out. I mean, as long as you don't find out. You want to tell me your thoughts?
oh, it's just what the. I mean, I mean, what the heck? Like seriously, if that's the type of respect you're gonna have for yourself or you and your relationship, then so be it. That's you. But there's no respectful way to cheat. Period. You're doing something behind cheating respectfully. My thing is if you're gonna allow that, you might as well have an open relationship to where you guys both know what you're doing. Just sitting out here and you're like, okay, my man can go out and cheat, but as long as I don't find out. I mean, it's I mean, it's like a math problem. It's mind boggling. Like, why do
I feel like this woman, has probably been through enough relationships to have been hurt and to know that like maybe maybe her guys have maybe she's been cheating on plenty of times in the past, and because she is I guess she's a celebrity. I don't know her. I mean, I've seen her before, but I don't know her. But maybe that's just the expectation. Like, don't it sounds like to me, don't have me looking crazy out here in the streets. Like, keep it on the wrap. That's why she said keep your girls in place, because she don't want nobody to know that she is out that he's out there cheating on her. And I just think that's so weird. That's
right?
so strange.
Right. I definitely feel like that is very strange. Like that is a very strange situation. The fact that you would even the fact that you would allow it and it's okay with you as long as you keep your side pieces in check. Like I just don't. I'm sorry, like I said, guys, it's like a math problem to me. I cannot get where she came up with this equation, but like you said, she might have been cheated on so many times, and she's just at the point to where she's like, you know what? If you do it, just do it respectfully.
Right. But then don't admit this on national TV. Be crazy behind closed doors. Don't be. So now they finna find your man for real and be like, hey, you know your girl okay with it as long as you ain't, you're my little secret. Yeah. They pulling up on her man now. They finna find him. They're gonna find him, and it's gonna be okay because she said it's okay. She is now giving them the step of approval.
Permission, yes, she has given them that stamp. Like, come on, girl. I will be damned. Ain't happening in my household.
Now, I believe that women should not be naive and think that that can never, ever, 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 ever happen to me. Okay, I don't think we should be naive, but at the same time,
I mean, you also know the man you're choosing. If you're choosing the man who's like that, I mean, you know what I'm saying? When I say it, because of course you don't know. Of course, I don't want to say it like you're supposed to know. I mean, yeah, if a cheater's he's a liar too. I mean, he's gonna lie to you, tell you he don't cheat. But my thing is like, you going for a certain type, sis. Like, try to see what you got going on first. Just see what you got going on first, and then if your man out there quote unquote respectfully cheating, and what if he brings home an STD? He don't know he has an STD. Now you got it and he got it.
I
Come
think
on.
we should strive better. I think we should strive for better. I think that it's okay to want a man that loves you and respects you and won't step out on you and won't intentionally hurt you. Yes, sometimes relationships, you can be in a relationship where you are hurt in that relationship, but he should not be out here intentionally trying to hurt you in this relationship. You know what I mean? There's a difference. Like, oh, I hurt you, but I definitely didn't mean to bring that up on you. That's a whole different type thing. But like, come on, y'all. Is this what we doing?
Right.
Is this it? Is this it?
2021, and that's what it is. We're in 2021, and this is the 2021 relationship. I don't know what to say.
Let's do better, guys. This is not okay. I'm not condoning this. So we're gonna give this the stamp of disapproval. We're not letting our men out cheat respectfully out here. And I'm gonna record Andrew, and I'm gonna be like, "Yo, so can I be respectfully or no?"
Or no?
Let's see what he says.
He'll be like, Janay, what are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure the answer's gonna be like, "Nah." Nah, he probably ain't gonna answer me. You know how he is. He probably gonna look at me stupid and be like, "You don't go sit down somewhere."
Pretty much how it's gonna go down.
Yep. But yeah, so that's that. Don't do it. That's stupid. Men or women, don't be out here doing that. You could be single. What's the point of being in a relationship if you're gonna have to do all that?
It's too much. Go cheat respectfully somewhere else.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to my honest moment, and um and tell y'all that I realized something about myself the other day. I had the opportunity of doing this web series with Porter Shields, who we were talking about earlier, coincidentally, and we were talking about different topics and everything, and it came up where I asked a question. I posed a question about Black culture and if we feel like as Black people, we have a responsibility to push the culture forward, or do we withhold information like a lot of us do and charge for it? Oh, you got to pay my consultation fee, or you got to like, oh, I'm not gonna give you the blueprint on how to get here because I'm gonna withhold all this information. Because that's a whole nother conversation, a whole nother topic. But I realized as I was sitting there, I was like, okay, so you, Porter Shields, as a musician and as an artist, do you feel like, and because you have influence, do you feel responsible for moving the culture forward? And then I asked Drew, as an entrepreneur, do you feel responsible? And then the young lady that was there with us, she's I don't know what you would call her because she's worked in ministry. She's worked in um, just like helping different women, counseling people and things like that. So whatever, she has a pretty big following, is what I'm trying to say. So she is an influencer as well. She can influence a group of people. And then I'm like, so I like named their things out, and then I looked at me and I was like, wait, what am I? What do I do? I'm like, I don't have like, I can't say like now. I mean, I had a career, but now I don't. And then it's like, okay, I can't say I'm an entrepreneur right now because I haven't reached that level. So it's kind of like I realize that I don't have a thing. There's no thing. Like I don't have a title. I can't say, oh yeah, I'm an influencer. So I want to be, I want to make sure that I'm pushing our culture forward by doing blah, 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 blah. So yeah, I really like, and like if someone came up to me and be like, oh, so what do you do? I'm like, what would I say?
I totally feel you.
Yeah.
I've told you that many times. I'm like, I don't, but I feel like you have an it though. I don't have an it. I know you mean your thing, like what
what is my title in life?
Yeah, I've always felt that. I'm like,
okay, I'm a podcast host. Okay, but okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
not quite. I mean, once we get there, yeah.
Yeah, like right now, we on the small scale. Thank y'all for listening. But it's like, what? It's just weird to me, and it just hit me. It was like, when I was talking to him, and I'm like, I'm in a room with people that have influence, and I'm not saying that I don't. So what I do want to backtrack and say, because this might be contradicting, but we all do have a small influence, whether my influence is my circle that I'm with, my baby sisters, like, or whatever. I do feel like we all like have an influence. So yeah, I could say that I do have a responsibility to the people that I come in contact with, but the title part really kind of messed with me.
No,
this weekend.
I totally get it. You do. You always want that title. You definitely want that title. When it comes to something like that, because I would probably feel the same way. I can't even knock you for that, because you know me.
Like if I'm in a networking setting, like I'm networking with people, like, oh, okay, yeah. So what do you do?
I mean, I could play it off, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'll make up something quick on the spot, make it sound good. I worked in sales. I can sell you anything. I'll give it to you. But then in the back of my head, I'm like, girl, you don't do that.
First of all, we're gonna figure that out.
Yeah.
We're gonna figure it out, trust me. Well, yeah.
It inspired me though. It inspired me to be like, okay, sis, time to buckle down. Time to work on my resume for me, like starting over. I have a clean slate. I can make it whatever I want to make it. I don't have to carry the baggage of my career and be like, okay, I'm reinventing myself and I'm figuring it out. And y'all gonna go on this journey with me. I'm gonna probably start writing stuff.
I love it. That's a good one. Well, Janay, we gonna find that for you, and we gonna get it pushing, because it it only takes one. Okay, well, guys, I guess it's time for me to go into my knowledge with Najah. I don't have anything too big. When we did our live the other day with our tips and everything that we told you to go back and listen to, we actually brought on the show. We brought on one of our friends who used to work with us a while ago. He had something he said that I've actually heard numerous times. It wasn't just from him, but it sparked in my head, and it's stop listening to respond. We need to start listening to understand. So like, I'm talking to myself as well. That is a very big thing, because most of us, we listen, like, especially if we're argumentative. Admit if you are. I know that's a lot hard for a lot of people to admit. I know I can be at times, so I'm not gonna X myself out. But we need to stop listening just to come back with a response. Maybe sometimes we need to listen and then get quiet, like, and ponder on what the person said or what the people said to you. Stop trying to be so defensive. Like, and I'm guilty of it. I am very guilty of it. But that helps a lot in relationships, guys. A little tip. Thank me later. And then it also helps in like your career, your work field. Like, even if you're trying to, like she said, she's trying to build, she's trying to do something else. She's the only way Janay will be able to do that is she's got to list. She's got to be an open slate. Like, you have to be there to absorb some information, to learn, and stop being like, oh yeah, I already know that. Okay, you might know something, but they're gonna come with some more. So just wait, chill out. Don't be so quick to jump down. Like, I already knew that. I knew this. I know that. But you probably didn't know the second part I was gonna say. So be quiet and listen to understand exactly what I'm saying. Like I said, I know I'm guilty of it myself, and I am trying to work on that.
I agree. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
I 100% agree. I don't have anything else to add to that because it's all facts. It's all facts.
That's how we gonna move on, y'all. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about that, guys. Hope you enjoyed your beautiful Easter weekend, or I believe spring break is coming up for my children, and I believe Janae's children as well. I don't know if other people already had their spring break. Don't go down to Miami because we ain't got time for that. Take it to Panama City Beach. I think they okay. I think Tampa's okay. Go somewhere like that, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank y'all for listening. Please follow us on all social media. We got Wine After Whines on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Like she said last week, Black Planet, MySpace, we got them too. I'm joking.
All of that.
All of that.
Yes,
But
guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We love y'all. Have a great week, and we'll see y'all next week. Bye.